Hey, thanks for watching. I just picked up a Scarsdale Griffon. Oh, I'm sorry, my brand new Rotterhorn Griffon from a local game store today. I just picked it up a little bit ago, and I thought I would go ahead and just put that together. I've kind of opened up the package already, and I've got the pieces scattered out of here across my table, and I've done just a little bit of cleaning up on the model so far. There was like a bit of sprue there on the bottoms of the claws, and there was a little bit cut, a little bit in the shoulder here, and I've dry fit this one just a little bit. It looks like I'm going to have to pull out just a little bit more because it's leaving quite a bit of a gap here. But yeah, here's the new Rotterhorn Griffon. This is a new plastic kit from Privateer Press, and I've been stewing about a couple of Una lists recently, or not Una lists, but lists including Una in them. And the Rotterhorn seemed like he'd be a great fit for her because the store only had one when I went there. I'm going to get two, and I'm going to try to run 2 Rotterhorns and Una as a little unit. So that'll be basically 9 points for what seems like a pretty good solo, and 2 light beasts. And it's 9 points because she makes these guys a point cheaper, and then she's 3 points herself. But yeah, I'm gonna try to put some of this, clean this up, and then maybe put it together right quick for you guys. Unfortunately, my modeling skills don't make it too quick to do anything. But yeah, as you can see, there's the main torso and legs, the head, the wings, the tail, and both arms, which I'm sure if you've put one of the other Griffons together, it's really similar. As far as light war beasts go, this one doesn't seem like too much different. It's not as powerful as, well, the raw abilities of it are not as powerful as the Razor Wing Griffon. Is it the Razor Wing or the Razor one? The Razor Griffon. It can do the trample with its power, with its attacks, with its weapon damage, and annoying strikes and stuff across other models and such. Which the other Griffon, the Scarsdale Griffon, it's got a long leash, so you can have it kind of skirt around. Although looking at it, I don't really feel like it can do much when it. But I mean, being able to get around places, like it might be, it's probably a good a solo sniper if you want a solo sniper with beasts. Because on a regular Fury 6 caster, that's long leash puts it at 18 inches that you can still force it. Although, which would be really handy to be able to get off charges and boost a hit. Yeah, I'm just cleaning up the mold lines on here right now. I've got, looks like a pretty big one that goes across the top of my torso here. So I'm just going to work on that a little bit with my knife. Here's some of my modeling tools here. Do a little bit of scraping on that. yeah, I've been looking forward to seeing what I can do with Una and getting some playtest done with her, because I've got an extra. It doesn't really matter. It's just a small base model, but I've got an extra. Druid welder, the regular one, because I ended up buying a Druid gun welder model, and I like it better. Plus, I took the time to paint it up. Because unfortunately, so many of my models are still left unpainted. But my Druid gun welder is painted, and I like using it rather than the Druid welder, just because. So I was figuring I can just use that as a proxy for Una, and maybe start running some Una lists as soon as I get me some Griffons put together. Because I've got an idea for a list, and I guess it's not going to hurt to share my idea on the internet. I'm not taking it to any tournament anytime soon, so yeah, and I'm sure everybody's going to be playing with Una before I get to bring her anyway. But my idea for a list is it's Cassius and Wormwood, and Cassius is going to bring 3, well, not 3, but 2 Wold Wardens, and I've picked up another Wold Warden that I'm going to be putting together. So it's going to be 2 Wold Wardens and Megalith, and they're going to be my heavy hitters, of course. And then it's also going to be Una with 2 of the Rotterhorn Griffons running the other side of the field, or kind of mixed together. I'm not sure how exactly I want to field it, but hopefully with those beasts, I know I can run a lot more beasts in a list. But I think with the 3 heavy hitters and the Rotterhorns, I'll be able to do a pretty decent job of CC and maybe kill some units. But I also think it'll stand up pretty well against other heavies and other beasts, because all 5 of those beasts are double open fists. So if I need to, I can just throw anything anywhere. And with the Wardens and Megalith, they'll have Geomancy, and so with Cassius, I can pretty much double-handed throw them, and then cast. What's the name of the spell? It's not Curse of Shadows. It's the other one. That's the one where basically they have to forfeit their movement or action on their next turn. So even if they force to stand up, they still, all they can do is, or even if they spend a Fury or Focus to stand up, all they can do is come at me or shoot at me, and not get another attack at me. So I can do that to them a couple times, and they basically lose their turn. Meanwhile, I'll get hopefully the throw damage plus the spell damage off onto them. Actually, I don't know if that spell does damage. I'm not going to bring up War Room right this second. And my cards are in the car right now, because that's where my other models are. Because I like to keep them handy for when I go to the game store if I want to play them. But I'll probably bring the models in a little later to make room in my bag for these new guys. So yeah, I've been kind of just talking here for a minute while I clean up the models, and I think that's going to be like a bit of a process getting that finished. So I'm going to pause here for a minute, and we're going to pick up in just a second.